Midwestern farmers know what it's like to track planting. But for Jeremy Jack in Belzona, Mississippi, planting time's a whole different issue for his operation. He explains what's happening then and why he has to keep track of things and how computer technology is making his life a lot easier.
Especially when it comes to planting season, we're planting 6 different crops, and sometimes you're planting all 6 crops at the same time. That's a worst case scenario, but it does happen. And when you're planting 6 crops all at the same time, you have a lot of different things going on. You might not make it back to 2 or 3 planters for 2 or 3 days, and you have some planters that'll be running 24 hours a day, and it just makes it very difficult to keep up with everybody. But we use John Deere's My Operation page to monitor all of our tractors, all of our planters, what they're doing, how they're getting along, their progress, and what how we can plan out the next couple of days.
For Silent Shade Planting Company, keeping track of a lot of details is part of the business. With 30 employees and a lot of equipment in motion at any given time of the season, having cloud-based data management has made a difference. And Jack talks about a specific example of what they've learned about the equipment and other ways that technology is being put to use.
Oh, it was amazing. It really was. And I'll give an example of the first time we were having a 40-foot planter plant on one farm and a 20-foot planter plant on another farm. And the 20-foot planter planted twice as much as the 40-foot planter did in a day. The reason why was it was in a big field and it was never turning around. The bigger planter was in a small field where he's constantly turning around. But until we looked at the acres per day, week by week and day by day, we could never know exactly how much we did. We just looked at aggregated what he could accomplish in a week's time, but we didn't look day by day, hour by hour what they were doing. So it was very helpful for us to know those things. And it goes to how many times does a planter that has a commodity card or doesn't have a commodity card has to fill up and stop. So it helps us to know those things. How much is a planter idling in a day, and how many hours a day does, you might work a 12, 14, 18-hour day, but if you're only planting for 10 of those hours, what are you doing wrong? And you can start to dig some of that stuff in. If it's different if you're the person on the planter, but if you have 6 planters going at one time, it makes it very difficult to keep it that close of an eye on all of them.
For Silent Shade Planting Company, there's a lot to keep track of, but technology is making it a lot easier. For Tech at Work, I'm Willie Vogt.